we were there visiting a client, and we were presenting for an opportunity that we had with them. And instead of putting us on 63 or on 93rd floor with the finance team, they put us on 63 because that's where procurement was. And you know, as most of us know, it hit around the 89th floor. So we were lucky that we were on 63. But when it hit, I was out in the hallway, and we knew something bad had happened. It was just kind of a thunderous, roaring sound above us, and it tipped the tower and threw me against one wall, and then righted itself over on the other, and then finally it steadied itself. And we all looked out the east side windows, and you could see nothing but debris falling. So somebody yelled, "Get out of the building!" And so we ran to our conference room, and the stairwell was right next to it. We started down the stairwell. And first thing I did is I looked at the stair marker, and it says 63, and I thought, oh man, we have a long way to get down. And we started going down. It was pretty orderly. People were coming down from above and below us, and I latched onto this team member's arm, and I said, "I'm not letting you go." And he goes, "Why?" And I go, "Because you're the only person I know that lives out here, and I don't know anybody, and if we get out of here, I'm gonna have to know where to go and what to do." And so I was holding on to his arm, and I'm tiptoeing through. There was water gushing down our stairwell, probably from a cracked pipe when the plane hit the building. And I'm tiptoeing through, and he goes, "Why are you tiptoeing through the water?" I said, "I have brand new shoes on." And I go, "Well, I guess it doesn't matter if we don't get out of the building." It was kind of those dumb things that you think of that don't make sense when you say them. But we started down, and it was a long way down. A number of things happened. We didn't know really what was going on. A couple people had Blackberries at the time and were getting reports that a plane hit the building, but nobody knew it was an attack. We got out around the 30th floor, and a group of firefighters was coming up. It was the team from Rescue 1, and they told us that the plane had hit the building. It looked pretty bleak. A second plane hit the south tower, and we were under attack, and it was just like, wow, this is really bad. And these firefighters were carrying all this equipment and things. They estimate that Rescue 1 got to about the 73rd floor before it collapsed, and they were all lost. But when the firefighters told us about the second plane, we realized that's why the tower had rocked. We heard a creaking and groaning of the tower, and everybody stopped, and we all looked up because we thought, oh man, whatever happened above us is coming down. And it was the concussion from the south tower when it was hit. And we just kept our way down. Everybody kept pretty cool. We got down to the main floor. They got us out of the stairwell, came around to the plaza level. Well, they wouldn't let us out on the plaza because all the debris and things were on the plaza, and they didn't want anybody to get hit. And so they were lining us up to walk down the escalators to the ground floor. And when we got down there, the sprinkler system was going. There was 6 inches of water. All the glass from the revolving doors of the train station were blowing out. What we learned later was that the jet fuel came down the elevator and blew out the glass doors. And, a couple people perished and started the fire system. But as we walked out, we got through and got up to the ground level again. And there was a policewoman there flagging everybody, kept telling them to keep moving, you'll be all right. And only to find out later she was one of the last people removed from the site because she was standing there when it fell. And so we walked up past Trinity Church, which is right on the corner there, turned and looked for the first time, and realized that this was really something bad had happened to our country, and the attack was real and people were suffering. But we decided to just keep moving up the island and go to our offices, and that's what we did. And we didn't get caught in the big dust storm when the tower fell. We felt it. We were up near Chinatown. When the tower fell, you could feel the rumble in the street. You could see the shadow of the building disappear. But we were very fortunate not to be that close, and we were super fortunate that God was with us and got us out of the tower.